and then we're good to go.
Yeah. So, hi everybody, welcome. I see a lot of names that I recognize on here, so thank you so much for coming to our Zoom. We are so excited about the launch of Neora. We're all dying to hear about it, and we have a very special guest tonight. Her name is Jayne Justice. She is a holistic health coach and functional diagnostic nutrition practitioner. Okay, that's a long title, but boy, she's smart. She's got a lot going on in the wellness industry, and she's just very knowledgeable about what we're here to all learn about tonight. But I would not be sitting here if it wasn't for the woman I'm about to introduce. Her name is Sheri Vincent, and she is my leader, and thank God for her, because 6 years ago, I joined Neora, and if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here. So I'm going to turn it over to her and let you hear a little bit about our amazing skincare. And get away, Sheri girl.
Hi, guys. Thank you all for coming. I know everyone's busy at home. Anyway, thank you, Kelly. I don't know about you guys, but I needed something positive this week, and this is like perfect timing to do something that's positive. And we're all here for Neora Fit and to hear from our expert Jayne, but we can't do a Neora Zoom without just touching on the skincare and the hair care. So our skincare is stellar, and it kind of brings me to my personal story, which I started with a bottle of night cream. My leader, Laura, I don't know if she's here or not, but she shared a bottle of night cream with me, and I had very quick results. I had sun damage that I didn't even know about, and basically I had no intention of starting a business. I had a business, and a successful business, and I was really busy personally in my life, and I just joined on a whim and did it, and I earned at the time you could earn an iPad. I earned an iPad and a Lexus car bonus, and 3 paid for 5-star chips. And I'm just really happy I went on this journey and took the leap of faith. And but back to the night cream, we have a whole Age IQ skincare set now, and it addresses all different signs of aging, 7 different signs. We are partnered with the world's top scientists and formulators. We are plant-based. We are patented. We have exclusive ingredients that no one can use except for us. We have antioxidants in our formulas. We are holistic, yet very, very effective. And I'm just going to show you a couple pictures. Don't really need to speak about them because the pictures tell the story. And as you can see, day 1 and number 4 weeks, there's her difference. There's day 1, there's 4 weeks. Pretty incredible. This is a 90-day result, which we always encourage people to give the products 90 days because you can get your real results in 90 days. I can't say enough about the IQ line, except for the fan favorite is Neora Firm. I think it's perfectly partnered with what Jayne's going to talk about in a few minutes. And I'll just show you what our firming cream can do. I mean, as your body is shrinking, you want to keep it firmed up as well. Here's a really nice nice belly. There's before, there's after. This product sells out every spring. I have a feeling this year it's going to be even bigger and better than before because of our fit that we're launching. And we offer boosters as well. We have the most potent eye serum I think available. We have vitamin C serum, excuse me. We also have an eye serum that works rapidly or long-term. It gives you the immediate results. We have so many can't live without products. And I'm not going to go into all of them because I know we're all dying to hear about the fit. But I do want to take a second and thank Kelly for being I don't even think of me as her leader. We are co-leaders together. I had a really tough spring. My mom passed away and I was in the dumps, and she was so patient. She took over and was so patient and so gracious to me when I was like not there because I was on the floor crying. And I just thank you so much for that. I don't know that I've done that publicly before, but I just really appreciate you and what you did. And and every single day you consistently show up. She's like, we're doing a Zoom Tuesday. She's riding my butt all the time. I love it because I would get complacent if it wasn't for her. And I'm just really grateful to her. And she is running for that Lexus car bonus. And I think this month is the month. And take it away, rock star. Kelly.
Oh my gosh. Well, golly, I did not expect that. I'm like, over here.
We didn't practice that.
No, we did not practice that. So thank you so much. I can't even right now. Okay. Where am I? Okay. So I've been a hairstylist for 22 years. I started my career in Beverly Hills. And so as you can imagine, I've seen and tried everything and been, given things to try and use. And I have to tell you, when I first heard that we were coming out with the hair care line, I was very nervous. I thought, Neora does everything way better than you could possibly imagine anyway. But as a hairstylist selling shampoo and conditioner and, all of these things that it said it could do, I really was like, oh my God, please be amazing. And you know what? It hit it out of the ballpark. Let me tell you. This is the most insane hairline I have ever used. In my opinion, it is better than professional because you can only get it from somebody that's with Neora. You cannot go to a beauty supply and buy this stuff. This is a one-of-a-kind hair system that rebonds broken strands. It balances your scalp. It relieves itchy and dry scalp. It protects your hair against heat. It's got sunscreen in it. It balances the microbiome on your scalp to create a healthier flow so that you can have the appearance of thicker and fuller hair. It cuts the drying time in half. It makes your hair softer. Like I said, you could use it as dry shampoo. You could use it as a root lifter. And not only that, but we have a patent on something called IntelliGray that nobody else can ever get their hands on. And what that does is it reverts your gray hair back to natural pigment. I don't know about you, but I've never used a system like that that could do all of those things for such a low price. And I'm going to show you a couple pictures because, I couldn't just believe it just by the pictures, but I can tell you, if you know me, I have worn extensions in my hair my entire life. My hair is very fine. I used to joke that I had 6 hairs. Now I have like 26 because it's beefier, it's thicker, it's just, it's more nourished and healthy. And when your hair is really growing out of the scalp healthier, you're going to have healthy hair, when you curl it and when you do all these things to it. So I just want to show you a couple pictures because I'm just really proud of this line. It's near and dear to my heart. As much as I love the Neora fit, I'm telling you, it's very, very close to my heart because it had to be great and it's better than great. So I feel so proud sharing it. So this is our friend Wendy Hatton, and she gets chemical straighteners and keratin treatments. She was getting them 4 times a year. Now she only has to go 1 time a year, and that's her doing her own hair. Okay, because her hair is kinky and curly, and like she likes to say, it's a chia pet. I want to show you guys this picture because can you see it without the glare? Hopefully there's no glare, but you could see where the hair is circled, and then you could see like where it's filled in. It's just totally insane, you guys, and this is total consistency here. And then I wanted to show you the reverting back to gray. Okay, or reverting back to natural pigment from gray, excuse me. And it's a little bit fuller too. So, I mean, you could just tell. And I'm seeing this every day on my clients. I had 2 guys come today, in fact, that were like, oh my God, get me more of that stuff, So it's just really something I'm proud of. And I'm excited to tell you about that. So we couldn't go anywhere without talking about Prolux. But we're here for the meat now. It's Jayne's turn to talk to you guys about our wellness line, and she's going to talk to you guys about Neora Fit, and we're really excited to have her here. So take it away, Jayne.
Woo. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Sheri. I'm so excited to be here because I know these girls from one of our trips that we took together, and it's kind of fun seeing each other. It's been so many months, right? Thank you so much for having me. My background is in nutrition and fitness all my life. So very passionate about health and wellness. So when I was introduced to Neora, that was before the wellness. It was 4.5, 5 years ago. And then we came out with, which I fell in love with the skincare. And of course I was like, of course I'm going to do this because, proof is always in the pudding. Kelly, I know what you say when you say, you're like, oh, I hope it's awesome because I'm putting my profession on the line, right? I'm representing a company, and I'm also, representing myself in my professional life. So you want these products to be awesome, and you want to be behind them, and you want to feel comfortable, and you want to know that the science, it's backed by science. And that was a big thing for me because I wanted to see the results and I wanted to see the science. So when we got to the brain supplement, was our first wellness product, I was like, okay, let's see, let's tell me all about it. Let me see the studies. And then of course I had to try it myself before we talk about it. But what I found with the brain supplement, which is called the EHT, I couldn't stop talking about it because it has the coffee bean extract, which was 20 years of research to get this product launched. 20 years over and over and over. And not only did they find that this coffee bean extract repaired the neurons in the brain, it helps so many people, not the memory impaired, not just the memory impaired, which is, as we age, we have, but also ADHD and trauma brain and concussions and things that we need so badly, for people that we know and things that happen, right? So I was so excited about this product. It also did such a good job of pairing it with other vitamins and minerals. I was blown away. I'm like, couldn't they have just given us the coffee bean extract? It would have been awesome. But instead they paired ALA and huperzine A, and you may not know what these things are, but they're also calming brain stimulants and supplements for your brain, and vitamin D and folic acid and all this awesome stuff that they packaged it together. So it's an awesome product. And when I took it, I was like, okay, let's see. But when I stopped taking it to have like a surgical procedure, I was like, oh, now I get it. I realized how well it was working for focus and attention and memory for myself when I stopped taking it. So that was my clue as to how powerful this product was. And I kind of got off on a tangent here, but I get excited talking about EHG because it really helped my daughter through high school. She was struggling big time. She has focus issues and concentration issues and testing issues. And I was just so grateful for her last 2 years of high school. It got her through. Now she's still taking it in college. So I couldn't be more grateful for my own experience. But that's one of 7, 8, 9 wellness products that we have. And I'm going to kind of incorporate them as I talk about the latest one, which is Neora Fit. And blown away. Cheers. Yeah. And like Kelly said, I was so nervous. I was like, okay, gosh, please. I wrote my own detox program. I have a detox program myself. I've been coaching clients for years. So I believe in cleansing and detoxing. So when they said they were coming out with this weight loss system, I was like, okay, please put in the right ingredients and please don't price it too high. Please. Right. And once again, Neora hit it out of the park. I'm always amazed. Every single one of our wellness products, I'm like, not only did they deliver, but they really, truly took it the next step. And I can honestly say that about all our supplements. And I have no problem recommending those supplements to my clients because I know what they do. I know what's in it. And I know that you're getting actually, I want to say, more bang for your buck with our supplements because there's always more than you expect to get. So about the Neora Fit, who has, show of hands, have tried it already or is in the process of trying it? Yes? Okay.
There you are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, right. So we just got our packets. We're so excited. It's 3 boxes. I don't know if you've seen it, but I'm just going to this one's in the morning, Slim and Skin. I'll talk about each one. This one is Block and Balance. And the last one at nighttime is Cleanse and Calm. So 3 little packets. How easy can that be, right? So, but that's not all. They were so smart because they gave us, now where's my booklet? Oh, they gave us this cool little program guide. And I was like, brilliant, because as a coach, I'm like, I can't just hand somebody something and go, here, do it, right? Without a plan. You gotta have a program, you gotta have a plan, you have to have step 1, 2, 3, and they delivered. They delivered on the product. Each one has a specific purpose for a specific time of day. The bottom line is to clean your body safely, cleanse safely, detox safely, and develop a lifestyle and a program, a daily program of healthy habits, right? Because it doesn't just begin or end with food. I mean, as a nutritionist, I can't just talk about food if I'm talking to my clients, right? Because it's not just about the food. So they incorporate 5 basic principles and rules. So you get support from your booklet. It gives you specific instructions and habits. They give you a tracker so that you can, keep track of your progress, and you're on your way. So I don't know if you're going to show any before and after pictures, but when I was first shown the before and after pictures from some of our Neora people, yes, in November to December, like a month with a holiday in there. I mean, hello. And they've got like such good results. And I also really appreciated the fact that we took before and after, they took before and afters, and they also measured. So, because not everybody needs to lose weight,
Right.
but we do need to lose the gunk around the muscles, right? So sometimes is where we store toxins in our fat cells. And I know, ladies, we don't have any fat cells, but we do.
Question for you, Jayne.
Right?
Jayne, I have a question.
Yes.
Well, okay, so one of my clients, he works for Universal. He's actually a brand partner now because he fell in love with the wellness. And, he works about 15 hours a day. So Craft Services is basically his nutrition center. And we all know how bad that is, right? So I got him started on the probiotics and EHT, and he's loving all of it. Do you recommend that he takes no. So like he'd take his youth factor probably in the afternoon, or do you recommend him taking it like after the Slim and Skin before the block, or could he take it with the block?
Okay, good question. Some people take, what we're talking about here is our youth factor boost powder. Yes. Which is a packet that you put into water that gives you a ton of antioxidants and immune boosting and digestive enzymes. Can we hear it for digestive enzymes? Which help food that we eat. So it's really, really an awesome supplement. I mean, like awesome. Some people are putting it in the morning with their collagen, right? Some people are drinking it between the meals, like you said. Some people in the afternoon. Personally, I think it's a choice because depending on their eating, some people eat later, so maybe they might want their youth factor more in the afternoon. It kind of depends. And I actually take it at different times on different days, depending on my activity level. Either way, I like it between meals. I know that we can take it with meals, but having those digestive enzymes work on, before a meal is much better than with a meal.
Okay,
Does that make
good.
sense?
Yeah, I agree. You know what? That's actually how I do it all the time, but I didn't realize that was like more beneficial. So I'm lucking out. That's true.
Intuitive, Yeah.
And another question I have about the EHT. Is it
Yes.
true that eating it with it's fat soluble, right? So it's true that like maybe you want to eat it like with an egg or maybe a cheese or something?
You definitely, because it's full of vitamins and minerals, like it's like taking like a multi, you definitely want to pair it with food. So sometimes I tell people just take it after your breakfast or set an alarm on your phone 2 hours somewhere in the morning that you've eaten something. You should have something in your tummy
Awesome.
because it'll make you nauseous.
Can I ask you a question? Is
Of course.
the youth factor enough to be in your tummy to take your EHT?
I've never actually tried it.
Okay,
But-
because I drink my youth factor on, I drink the youth factor on the way to a tennis match, like 3 times a week or whatever. And I take all my supplements. I know this is bad. I take my handful of supplements, including EHT in the morning. Let me just tell you, I'll speak to EHT. I feel like EHT I have a recall when I'm playing tennis, and I play with women that are 40 to 60, right? And I can remember exactly who's serving. You do a tie break. It's very, very confusing because you're starting from different places and you're switching. And I can recall since EHT, it has changed everything. I remember people's names, but I do take my supplements with EHT on my way to tennis. So it doesn't make me nauseous.
Well, it doesn't, then it works. So whatever, and this is the thing too, people, I mean, not people, I didn't mean to say it like that, but everybody's so individual. I mean, we have to listen to our bodies. And what I do, again, like about Neora Fit, is you are focusing on listening to your body. They incorporated that intermittent fasting element in there, which is awesome, to stop eating and let your body take a break while you sleep and cleanse. That's when your body restores, rejuvenates, and heals. So your sleep is so important for this whole process. So giving yourself a break from food. And I'm honest, I'm a nighttime snacker because it's kind of my wind down time. No pun intended, wind time. But yeah, so this is so important right now to do this. So you are kind of resetting. I like to say rebooting and resetting your body to get a little healthier. Which brings me, if you don't mind, I'd like to bring up our 2 wellness chews.
Yes.
Because they balance what's called our circadian rhythm, which is super, super important during this cleanse also. So you have the sleep chew, which is to help aiding sleep, not just going to sleep, but staying asleep and getting that deep sleep and then waking up the next morning refreshed. And when this came out, I was like, I don't really need a sleep chew. I go to sleep, I'm tired, and then I wake up and I go. But I start taking it, and now I love it because I go to sleep easier, faster, longer. I don't wake up as much, but I have the most amazing dreams. Some are weird, but we do, right? And that means you're getting really that deep sleep. And I love the chew now. So this can be incorporated into the cleanse, or if you're already doing it and it's working, keep doing it. But I've had a lot of clients go off their sleep meds because of this little guy, So it also, they've incorporated some, Chinese herbs in it, which is part of the whole circadian rhythm is where I was going with this. So when you're cleansing and when you're getting into healthy lifestyle habits, you want to balance what's called your circadian rhythm. And that's your sleep-wake cycle, right? When you go to sleep, when you wake up. Now that ideally it's between 10 and 11 p.m. and 6 and 7 a.m. That's perfect, right? But not everybody can be on that schedule, but that's ideal. So these guys, the energy and the sleep, the energy helps balance the daytime circadian, so you go to sleep at night, so on and so forth. Very important because if you don't have the proper amount of sleep, your body's not going to do what it's supposed to do and cleanse and rejuvenate and heal, right? So the energy guy is just as important. I love this guy because I found my workouts were stronger, better, and I also could just, get up and go. So they're fun. Have you ladies do you do the chews?
I love the chews.
Yeah.
I know Sheri does.
Yeah.
We're
We just have
Okay,
to try.
Jayne,
Oh,
I just got a
Yes.
text from a guest on here, and she's a little confused about the Neora Fit program because we're
Okay.
talking about a lot of different products at the same time. Would you mind just going through the Neora Fit specifically for a minute?
Sure.
I love hearing all the other stuff, and I think it's really important to know what we incorporate to each other. But the
Yes.
people that have been long-term customers and use the other
Yeah.
stuff, they really want to learn about the fit, and no one's
Yeah.
ever heard about it. So thank you.
Yes, I know. And I apologize. I get excited and I get jumping around.
I love hearing it all.
Thank you. So this is our first product of the Neora Fit. It's like I said, it's the Slim and Skin. So what this is meant to do, you put it in your coffee, your juice, your smoothie, your youth factor in the morning. It aids in fat reduction and weight loss right out of the gate. It boosts your metabolism. It has marine collagen, which helps with your joints and your skin and your hair. So it's really amazing youthfulness product. Like, I love taking this period by itself, you know, it's amazing. But it starts your day with energy and focus, okay? That's the purpose of this guy, okay? Your second one is at noon, or it's actually 30 minutes or an hour before lunch, okay, whenever that is for you. This is the Block and Balance. So this also is now helping your body digest, absorb, and cleanse, because this is where our probiotic is, right? This is where we have our probiotic. Probiotic is feeding your gut, intestinal and gut bacteria, so that you can A, absorb nutrients, and B, eliminate waste. Super important. Has a pre and a probiotic in it, okay? So really, really good for healthy digestion. So this is around your noontime, and it continues to work throughout the day. So it's not just quote unquote at noon. Some clients are taking this sort of midday, afternoon also, and it's okay. Your third product is your Calm and your Cleanse, okay? It's this guy, right? This goes in another powder. This goes in water. I actually have been putting it in a mint tea. I've been trying other teas, ginger, Robios, but I like it best in mint tea because it kind of has a minty flavor. Wouldn't you guys agree? It kind of has a minty flavor.
yeah.
So this is where the action is, right? Because in this supplement, there's tons of fiber products that is going to help bind to the waste in your body and eliminate it the next day. Super important, okay? So we've started out by getting the digestion going, right, in the morning and the noon. Now we're working on calming your body and eliminating. So this is where all the good stuff comes. This is where you get rid of the toxins. You want to flush, right? We want to flush. So important that we drink at least 64 ounces of water a day. That's why they say habit number one is hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. So absolutely drink water all during the day, because you're putting, especially in this one, we're putting lots and lots of fiber in here. So you want to keep flushing. The other thing they want you to do is to breathe, take some deep breaths, spend some time meditating, being quiet during the day, 5 to 10 minutes. I know it's hard for some of us, but it's a really good practice, right? Then the third habit is to move. Like, we're putting all this good stuff in our body, but we really need to keep our body in movement. Just like, imagine, I used to do my daughter's feet like this when she was a baby because she was constipated. So I go back and forth. So imagine, right, moving your body is the same. You want to keep the flow going, right? You want to eliminate those toxins. The fourth habit is practice mindful eating. That's a whole thing in itself, right? We know that we can do all of this good stuff, But if we sit at home and eat potato chips and, you know, cheeseburgers and pizza and drink a ton of alcohol, that's not going to really work. It might work a little bit. So you really need to practice some mindful eating, right? So that's good to keep a food journal. I have all my clients that I'm coaching through this. We keep a food journal, write down what you eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner and your snacks. And then fifth, we need to reduce that eating window. Remember, we talked about the intermittent fasting, which is stopping 6 or 7 p.m. and not eating. You can drink, not, you know, you have to take your supplements, your water, tea, whatever you want to have, but not eating till 12, 14, 16 hours later. So if you stop at 7, that means till 7 a.m., 9 a.m., 11 a.m., okay? So if you haven't done that type of fasting before, then start with 12 hours. Not so hard, right? Stop at, you know, finish your meal at 7, start again at 7 a.m. So that's really helpful because, you know, again, all those extra, you know, foods that you put in your mouth, calories or whatever, doing nothing while you're sleeping, you know, burning off anything. And then take your supplements, take your other supplements, take your vitamins, you know, be good to your body, think kind thoughts, gratitudes, right?
Yeah.
So that's the gist of it. And I think that it sounds simple, right? I mean,
It's very simple.
really simple.
Simple,
Yeah.
it tastes good.
It's not meant to be super, super restrictive or very diety, right? We're not trying to do that. We're trying to establish 30 days is plenty of time to, you know, shed some bad habits and adopt some new ones, right? So
Jayne, can I ask you about the middle one, the block has pre and probiotics, and I already take a pre and probiotic. Is speaking to Neora's pre and, you know, probiotic, is that too many now, or can I continue to do both? And if so, what about the timing?
yeah, great question. And I get this all the time. We have our Prolistic probiotic that probably a lot of you are on. I know I take it every day. I love it.
Me too.
Basic probiotic has 2 very effective probiotics, can be taken anytime during the day. I like it kind of in between the meals. It can go along with this. You're not getting quote unquote too much. There's 15,000, whatever they're called, what are they called? CFC. Thank you.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden my brain went dead. But the cool thing about these 2 is this one is very different from this one. So the probiotic in here is geared more towards dairy and fat. And I should speak a little bit about fat browning if you want, but this one helps break down the fat. And if probably people have trouble with some dairy, this is very helpful for them.
Awesome.
So they can be taken together if you want.
I have a question that's going to piggyback on Sheri's question. It's that, what about, so people are asking, can they take 2 of the block now? And what if they take the Prolistic? See, I take my Prolistic in the morning in warm lemon water right when I wake up. Now that works for me, but what about people who want to take 2 of the blocks during the day? Is that too much probiotics?
Nope, because there's 15 in here also. So you can take up to 50 billion,
Okay.
you know, or 100 billion. Some of them have.
Okay.
I don't think you need that, but yeah, you can. It's not going to hurt you.
Okay.
The cool thing about this too is that Sheri mentioned I didn't address is in both of these, there's a prebiotic. So if you don't know what that is, that means that it's food for the probiotic. So it feeds that probiotic so it grows faster in your gut and is more efficient. So that's really important. So, and these 2 are this one is like one of the best probiotics on the market. I mean, there's so many, right? Everything from the refrigerated to the pill, to the yogurt, to the, you know, there's so many out there.
So about the timing, it's totally fine to take the original Prolistic or your probiotic, whichever you take, with your supplements in the morning, and then do
Yep.
the block at noon or whenever it is you're going to eat, like a half. Yeah. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Great to know.
Yes. Yes, I wanted to look at this too. So in our original probiotic, we have some vitamin C and some good vitamins also. They've done in this one, in the Fit one, they've added vitamin C and D and some of the B vitamins, which is awesome. We can never get enough the B vitamins.
And it's
energy.
also methylated B, which is important too, right?
That's
Okay.
yes. Yeah,
Okay.
good question.
I think some people have questions.
My goodness. I think we're going to open it up for questions when we're done. But I wanted to make sure, like, after we do the rest, we're going to open it up for questions like at the end. Is that cool? Does that sound good? Where'd everybody go? Wait, I didn't mute you. Jayne?
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Does that sound good?
Yeah. I was just going to mention the white fat and the brown fat.
Oh, yeah. Please talk about fat
Please.
browning.
Oh, that's really important.
That's so important.
I know. It's so cool.
It's way cool.
It's so cool. So the fat that we have in our bodies is called white fat, and that's the fat that we store. If we eat too much junk and we carry fat around our middle, it's called white fat. So these products, I mean, they've been working on this whole system for what, 5+ years, I think. We were told we were going to have this a long time ago. And so they've been perfecting it. So fat browning is actually, there's ingredients in these products that break the white fat down to brown fat. Now, what that means is that it's smaller, in smaller pieces, so that you can eliminate it faster and you can get rid of it faster. That's really important, right? Because then your body can absorb the nutrients, get the fat out of the way, and you can get rid of the fat. So it's called a fat browning process. It also, brown fat, which you want to have more of and less white fat, it also uses less energy to metabolize and to get rid of. So you want to save your energy cells, your mitochondria cells, for doing what they need to do best, which is giving you energy during the day. So when you're doing this process of white fat to brown fat, you're actually giving yourself more energy. So it's very cool. I was really impressed. I was like,
wow. So speaking of the mitochondria then, so you really, really want to add youth factor into your day, because when you're feeding that, making it healthy, and then you're doing the fat browning, I did not know that the brown fat was with the mitochondria. That's huge.
Yeah, it is huge.
That's huge.
It takes mitochondria, less energy. Mitochondria are what the tiny cells in our bodies that stimulate ATP, which means energy in your cell. And we do have a product, what you mentioned. We have the powder for our boost antioxidants, and then we have our complex youth factor, which is an amazing anti-aging supplement. I like every single person over 35 or 40 to take this, because it has CoQ10, resveratrol, shilajit, these anti-aging things, and it also stimulates mitochondria production, which we lose as we get older. So as you get older, you go, oh, I have less energy. And that is why. It's not just because you're quote unquote getting older. You have less energy cells. Your body's producing less. So you want to give it some more. Give it some more.
Awesome.
Yeah. My clients say, don't forget my pill. Don't forget my pill. Yeah.
I do. I love that supplement. I noticed right away with that supplement, my hair, skin, everything better.
Yeah.
Better.
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. So thank you, Jayne. You're the best. Oh my gosh. So much information there. And you guys, you know what? We wanted to let you know, Neora Fit is ready to rock and roll. So you can just be a customer. It is available now. But I want to tell you that what most people are doing now is the results and perks program, because we sure like to give you those results, but the perks part are awesome too. And it's a one-time fee to upgrade for only $20. And what happens with that is that you have the ability to earn free products. You have the ability to earn 35% commissions on your sales. You have the ability to earn trips and bonuses. You have the ability to get the deepest discounts that we offer. And, you know, you can go big or you could go small. You could join the business and say, you know what? I just want to get my products for free. I want to look great and get a discount. That's fine. Or you can go big and be like, no, I think I want those trips. I've been on 4, and I could tell you, no, actually I've been on, how many have I been on? I think I've been on 3.
3 or 4?
I've heard 4. We were supposed to go on 4 soon, but 4 has been postponed. So I can tell you, these are life-changing trips, you guys. We meet people. Look, we met Jayne there. You know, we get to be with people who are like-minded, who go for what we want to. You know, Sheri she's earned a Lexus. You know, that's huge for me. That's so inspirational because I want that. You know, I want that too. And so, you know, like I said, we recommend, you know, that you guys use it for at least 30 days. We have a 30-day money-back guarantee. But if you ask me, I say go for the 90 days at least, because you're really going to get the maximum benefits that way. I know Jayne spoke about that. Sheri said something about it too. 90 days is really like your best way to judge and see what, you know, these products can do for you. And, you know, everybody has a different path, right? But I have to tell you, I have never seen a weight management program in my whole life that gives you better hair, skin, better nails, digestive system, immune booster, oh my God, less fatigue, fat loss, weight loss, you know, better for your joints with the collagen too. I mean, all of these things incorporated into one for $4 a day. That's a no-brainer, you guys. I mean, the cost of a latte is $4 a day, probably even more. I wouldn't even know. I don't go there. But I'm just saying, like, you know, you can really get your health in check when you think about it for pretty low price or free. So that's it. And I, you know, like we said, I don't know, Sheri, did you want to, oh, you know, whoever brought you here, get back with that person. They brought you here because they love you. They brought you here because they care about you and they want something for you, whether it's for your health or for your finances. I don't know, you know, but, you know, Sheri, I don't know. Do you want to add anything before we open it up?
No, I think that was great. I just want to thank Jayne for her expertise and knowledge. And I learned so much. Oh my gosh. The fit is so new. We haven't had a ton of, I mean, there was some training from the regional, but you really focused on how a lot of it works scientifically. And I really appreciate that. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for taking, she doesn't benefit. You guys need to know this. She's not on our team. She's not making any money. And she just came to help Kelly and I, and we just really appreciate it.
Well,
thank you.
That's how we do it in Neora, right?
Yeah, it is true.
We really do all help each other when we can. So let's get some questions. It looks like Catherine has a question. So I'm going to unmute you, Catherine. Where'd you go, babe? Okay, let's see. Kathy. There you go.
Hi, honey.
Hi.
Hi. I don't have a question.
Oh, you raised your hand.
Yeah, just so that they knew if I started Neora Fit.
Oh,
I started yesterday.
That's okay. Do you have any questions while I have you?
Well, no. Well, I take all my supplements in the morning except for the Prolistic. I take both the Youth Factor powder and the pill, and then I take the EHT. And then when I have my breakfast, I have the Prolistic with it. And then I have the NeoraFit 1 in my coffee. And then I wait till I have lunch. And I have the second one. And then I have dinner. And then I take my third before I go to bed. I started yesterday. According to this morning, I lost 2.5 pounds.
Jeez.
All right.
And
Wow.
I eat well. I eat well. I don't eat.
She's not camping.
So it's actually okay. It's great for me. It's very easy. I've been on every weight loss program there is. And when someone has said to me the Neora Fit was too expensive, I said, I used to spend $700 a month on prepackaged food. And I couldn't do it after a while, and I gained it all back, plus some.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about the whole thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you for, thank you.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I had cancer treatment 5 years ago, and it was pretty grueling. And I gained a ton of weight, and nothing I have done until yesterday has worked.
Oh, wow.
Nothing. I have been on everything.
Oh,
And
man.
I mean, because with the brain health, I was so excited because after you get done with those treatments, for anyone who's had it, you have something called a residual condition called chemo brain. So you can't remember anything. You can't, so I read 2 chapters in a book today. So I take everything. I'm going to take everything.
Oh,
That is
wow.
so great. That makes my heart feel so good.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, great.
Kathy's
Great.
a
No,
hairstylist too.
yes.
Kathy's been a hairstylist for what, 35 years, 40 years?
43.
Yeah.
In the city of Beverly Hills. In the
Yeah,
city of
girl.
Beverly Hills.
Hey, Kelly, Jackie has a question, but she's muted because her dogs are chasing and going wild. Can you see your question, or you want me to read it to you?
It
Okay.
says, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, go ahead, read it.
It says,
Go
if
ahead.
you only eat twice, is it okay to take the block later in the afternoon?
Absolutely. Yes. Yes. You can take it between lunch and dinner. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, I like between meal versus with a meal. So you can take it whenever. You can take it before bed if you wanted to too, So what happens is these probiotics start to populate in your intestinal gut, right? So anytime is the best time. If I was also going to say, if you've been on any antibiotics or any medication and stuff too, you really do need to amp up your probiotic, because all that good bacteria killed off, from all that medication. So yeah.
Awesome. It looked like Lori had her hand up, but maybe not. I'm not sure. Lori girl, did you have your hand up?
Hi.
Hi.
Only because they were asking if anybody had started the fit. But
Oh.
okay. Just to give you my 2 cents, what Jayne just said about the probiotics is really important. And over the weekend, we were out of town, and I got a really bad stomach ache. And my daughter's mother-in-law said, "Do you want some probiotics?" I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I have some." And I grabbed my midday, I forget what you call it, my probiotic packet from the Fit. And within 15 minutes, my stomach felt 100% normal. And
yay! That's so awesome.
It was amazing. And the other thing I've really noticed, I take collagen. I've been taking collagen forever and a day. I have really bad joints in my hips. And I just started the Fit a week ago. And I haven't lost weight because, like I said, we were out of town eating horribly and drinking a lot, celebrating my son-in-law. But I am not all bloated and feel disgusting like I normally would be, because I kept taking my Fit and I didn't eat as much as I normally would be. And my joints are already feeling better because this collagen is so much better than what I'm taking. It's a big difference. So, I mean, there's so many benefits besides just losing weight. It is truly a whole wellness system, which I am so impressed with and I'm so excited about.
It's so awesome. I would love to speak on that for 1 second. I love that you, that you tried different things and you experienced it kind of firsthand like that, because these products and the way that you're meant to create a lifestyle around it is not meant to be perfect, right? We're not going to be perfect. We're not going to be perfect for 30 days. We might slip up and have something, or we might have a drink or a cocktail to celebrate someone's birthday or who knows what. It's not about that. It's about being really consistent as you can so that you can have the effects over a long time. And if this program is something that feels so good and you want to do it another month, by all means you can, and that's one thing, I mentioned earlier, they didn't overprice it or price it out of the market so people can do it, 2 or 3 months at a time, if they want to keep going. So yeah, it's amazing. I'm so glad you shared your results. That's awesome. Yeah.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for being here. I appreciate all your information that you shared too. It was great.
You're welcome.
Does anybody else have any questions for Jayne or us? Oh, don't be shy. We know you. We know all of you. Let's see. Oh, okay. Well, then I guess we can just wish everybody a great night, right? Unless there's any final thoughts, go for it.
Yeah, I found this today. I didn't know this, but there is a Neora Fit Essential pack that includes the Youth Factor Boost and a tube of Body Firm. Did you know that?
Yes, it's $200. So that's part of the
it's
upgrade.
Yeah, it's a great deal. I was just going to mention that because I was like, oh my God, that's like you get the products and you get the Youth Factor Boost powder that we've talked about.
That's awesome.
And the body firming cream. It's a great deal. And you save like $50. So yeah.
That is a great deal. Thank you for bringing that up. That is a great way to get started. If people are looking to do that, that is for sure. Awesome. Yeah. Yay. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us, Jayne. We really appreciate your knowledge and joining us here tonight and helping us because I think it's so important. I learned a lot, actually, a lot. So
tell me to give your testimony for my group. I want you to give your Prolux testimony to one of my Zooms.
I would love to. Oh my gosh. I would absolutely love to. Let me know. Let me know.
Yes, I would love to. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna we're gonna let you guys go. Thank you for sticking around. It's been an hour, so thank you so much for keeping, staying with us all night. And if we have any questions, get back to the person that brought you here, and they'll be happy to help you out. Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Bye, everyone. Thank you. See you.
Bye.
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 Thank you.